And welcome to the Hiredgun Podcast with your host, the Hiredgun. First, like, subscribe, share. How you doing, y'all? So, you know, sometimes you're right. Like, I'm right. Alright? And sometimes I'm right. And I'm spot on, and it happens right away. But sometimes I gotta wait. I gotta wait. Now, last night, I am gonna say I am sort of right. Like, sort of right. But I still gotta wait some because Brock's back. Right? Brock's back. Now, there's some moving around stuff that gotta happen first. Again. Now, some people are mad that Brock's back. Because they're afraid that Brock is gonna defeat Over. Now, listen. I'm not worried about Brock being over the second fight because it's gonna happen. Brock's gonna beat him. Like, there's no ifs about that. Brock's gonna beat him. Hell, Brock might beat him down next week too. Right? Right? Because now we getting what I wanted to happen the first time they were for the fight. Some back and forth like between these two. So now Brock got to beat him at it, like at Italy. It has to happen. You know, like this was always gonna be a thing here. Right? Like Brock did the swerve so we could forget about him. Right? Right? And I've always said that Brock had to like I always said that Brock was gonna retire now when you got Minnesota up there waiting for him to say his goodbyes again if he wanted to. Overall, or for him to have his last match if he wanted to. You know. Then he can quote unquote retire if he wanted to. But I always thought that was weird. That he didn't want to wait then. Now, I I could still be wrong. I could still be wrong because I said Gunther's gonna retire. Now, now Gunther's on SmackDown now, which doesn't matter because now Gunther. I mean, because what I gotta wait for now is when do they had the third match because the third match could easily be at Night of Champions. The third match should be at SummerSlam. If the third match is at Night of Champions, then I can end up being completely right on my theory that he's gonna fight, that Gunther's gonna fight Brock. Okay? Alright? If he fights him, if they fight, if the third fight is at SummerSlam, I'm still right, but I'm not completely right because then the match that I thought was gonna happen doesn't happen then. Alright? Alright? So we will see. But I'm not worried about Brock getting his lip back. I'm not worried about Brock beating over the second time. The third time is when we gotta talk about this shit. Alright? The third time. Because it will be a third time. Because then it's pointless for Brock. If Brock loses at uh next week, then this shit was pointless. All right, but we'll see. We'll see. Like we will see about that. Now on to Rome. So Roman and the Usos got payback, as they should have. Right? All right, because once Jacob put his hands on Jimmy and Jay, all right, and Roman at the same time, all bets are off. Like, like all bets are off then. All right, because now Jay put his hand. See, it was all hunky dory before, right? It was all good before, right? Because of the fact that Roman was doing shit on his own, all right? And some people might say that TKO wants Roman to win on his own, all right? Well, that went out the window, right? Last night that went out the window, right? Right? Like between the Usos getting involved last night and 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 the match that's for Italy last week, it's tribal combat. So meaning the Usos can get involved again. Right? Right? And then this is when you gotta wait and see, right? Because now Jacob's gonna need help, right? And he who has he been talking to on SmackDown? Huh? Royce Keith, right? So he's still gonna get involved in this feud, and I was told it didn't make sense. I was told that shouldn't happen. I mean, that's not gonna happen because it don't make sense. All right, does it make sense now? Huh? Because the Usos was always gonna get involved in this match, right? All right, and now that Jacob has put hands on the Usos several times now. Several times now. They finna get involved. You know who else might get involved? LA Knight. Alright? LA Knight might get involved. In the same feud. Because it has to happen now. Right? Like Jacob needs backup now. Because it's 3-on-1. And Jacob couldn't beat down. Like there was no way possible Jacob was going to keep beating down all these niggas without getting jumped. There was no way possible that wasn't going to happen. Right? It had to happen. Like Jacob had to get beat down at least one time. At least one time because he's by himself. And regardless of him being a beast and a one-man wrecking machine, he still needs help. Can't do it by himself. Can't do it alone all the time. Alright? Because if you do, then you make it seem like everybody's a jobber when it comes to him. So attack on Italy is already the card's already better than the Backlash card. It's already better, and the card's not even finished yet. But the 3 matches we're gonna get is better than the 5 matches we had at Backlash. Now I would be crazy to say if no, not even if we got another match at Backlash besides the Danhausen match, I'm still gonna say this card to Italy is gonna be better. So we already got Gunther versus Cody, right? Roman versus Jacob, right? Um, Brock versus Oba. That's three matches so far. Right? We're probably finna get Seth versus Braun Breaker. Right? That's four. Right? We probably get one more match after that. We'll probably get uh tricking tricking somebody. Either it's Mellow, alright? Alright, that card's better. Or maybe a women's match. Maybe we get Liv versus maybe we get Liv versus maybe we get Liv versus Stephanie McCare because she's supposed to be coming back. All right, now we got a main event card, Saturday night main event card already finished, and it's probably the weakest card of all the Saturday nights since they've been there. But it's booked though. I mean, it's a lot of women on this card. You got the women's tag team on this card. You have um, a women's yeah, you got a women's six woman tag team. You got Fatal Influence versus Rhea, Charlotte, and Alexa Bliss. Then you got the tag team women's match on here with Brie and Paige versus Lash and Nia Jax, right? Then you got Penta versus Ethan Page, and then you got who was the start? Oh, yeah, and then you got the men's tag team um match. Tag team match. You got the division versus the Street Profits. Now, listen, that's five matches right there, right? And you got to get all these matches out the way because none of these matches are going to be on the pay per view card. They're not. They're not. They don't put besides WrestleMania. They don't put the women's tag team titles on the pay per view. Besides WrestleMania, they don't put the IC title on the pay per view. Oh, I'm missing a card. I mean, a match. Soruka versus Becky. All right. So wait a minute. So all right. So you got Ethan Page and Penta. That's one match. You got the men's tag team match with Vision and Street Profits. That's two. All right. You got Soruka versus Becky. All right. That's three. You got Fatal Influence versus Charlotte's team. That's four. Then you got what did I miss? What did I miss? And the women's tag team. Yeah, so it's five. It's five matches. Did I miss a match? Okay. So that's five matches. All right. You know. So, but it is the weakest card we ever got for a main event so far. Now, do I see any title changes on this card? I don't. I don't. I don't see the Street Profits beating the Vision. At least not yet. I don't see them beating the Vision. I don't see. Um, I don't see. I don't see Ethan Page beating Penta right away. Like I don't. I don't. I think maybe because yet again there's more people for Ethan to feud with than Penta right now because Penta went through these niggas pause faster because he's been IC champ for a minute now. Like you can take the bet off him and people won't say it's too soon. So, but I don't think it'll happen. I don't think it'll happen right now. I could be wrong, but we don't give like these Saturday night main events are not made for title changes, right? Even though they book them, right? They're not made for that. They're made what they're made for. All right, it's to fit a quota for Peacock. It's the only reason why I still got Peacock. Well, for the wife too. Um, for the wife, so we can watch Love Island. Don't want to hear it, y'all. Don't want to hear it. And I watch it because of Chicago PD. These are the, but other than that, like, like Peacock was brought for wrestling, so I can watch wrestling. Nah, you know, once this deal runs out with them, alright, I might have to figure some shit out. You know, but you know, these Saturday night main events are just for just for a quota for them. It's not for big matches. It's not for title changes because we don't get title changes on these shows. Like we don't. We hope and pray we do, but we don't. It hasn't happened. It should have happened a couple times, but it hasn't happened. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens on this card. But it's the weakest card for a Saturday night main event since we've been getting. Does that mean I'm not gonna watch? No, that doesn't mean I'm still gonna watch. I mean, even if I didn't have a podcast to talk about it, I would still watch it. I would still watch it. I'm gonna watch it over Collision. Uh uh uh. Man, when is uh when is hmm, I gotta look up something. Hold on, man, y'all. So this may be a problem. I'm still gonna watch the E over the AEW, but when is AEW's? When is AEW's history? Double or Nothing is Sunday. Okay, all right. So don't have to worry about that because Sunday is the pay per view for AEW Sunday, and Saturday main event is on Saturday, obvious. So you know, and then next week the pay per view for WWE Sunday is Sunday because Michael Cole said Saturday, and he had to change. He had to change what he said. Yeah, because he messed up. Alright, so you know, like uh again, these matches has to happen. I mean, the Soul Ruka is not for the IC title. Alright? It's not. But it's on there so Soul Ruka can get a win. Because she's beating Becky. Like she's gonna beat Becky. It's gonna happen. Alright? Because if it don't happen, then she can't challenge for the IC title. What else did I see last night? And Raw was pretty good. I mean, Raw was good to me. It was good to me. One thing I will say, this mad shit with Chad Gable and Kaiser, that shit got to end. Like I know it's mad over in Triple A, but that's over there, dog. Like it does nothing over here. It does nothing. All right, and I know they trying to spark something over here that they got at Triple A, but that shit don't work. Like it don't. Can, can someone tell me why Roman doesn't take his belt with him everywhere? Because every time he comes in on Monday and he gets out the car, somebody hands him his belt. Like I noticed this since he's been coming now, and maybe this has always been a thing, and I'm just honest it or not. But I noticed every time ever since he's been coming uh, to Mondays with the belt, right? Like he doesn't have the belt with him. It's like somebody always gives him the belt. Why is that a thing? Or is that with everybody, or just him? Because I don't know. But so, um, the you know Chad Gable's mad shit. Now soon, I forgot on the 30th, I think. Oh, this Saturday, I think. I don't know. I don't know. Whenever they had a match, it's this month. This I know. It's this month. So soon, Chad won't have a match no more. Right? And then they can, then you know the most pointless, stupid shit ever right now. So Chad's in the match, right? And the Creed brothers are in the match, right? But when they go to Triple A, they don't have matches on. They don't. So what's the fucking point of these niggas having masks on Raw, but not have masks on in Triple A? Like we know it's the Creed brothers. Like we know it's them. So what's the fucking point? What is the point of having them with masks on? So like having them with masks on one place, all right, and then when they get back over there, and then so in the states they got masks on, but in like outside of the state they don't. At least with Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates, like it's everywhere. Now listen, I said this Saturday to Ryan about how I hate the fact that Pete Dunne gotta do this shit to be active in wrestling. Like Pete Dunne's a real good wrestler, dog. Pete Dunne was one of my favorite wrestlers. Alright? And now he's always under a fucking mask now. Tyler Bates is whatever for him. Alright? The only thing I like about Tyler Bates is the roster the roster that he's made over years of dating certain females. Tony Storm, Liv Morgan, and Nassau Rupert. Okay? Amazing roster. Amazing roster. Okay? But as a wrestler, I can give a take about that man. Alright? Pete Dunne is the one that's suffering here. So, let me say this now about the Finn versus JD McDonough. I've seen this match 3 times, right? And 3 times, it has, now, don't get me wrong. There's always been a winner in these matches, right? But 3 times, these matches has happened, and then 3 times it's been less than 10 minutes, all right? And 3 times it's been meant for something else. So I don't know. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Nope. I'm gonna show that, y'all. I'm gonna end the show with that, y'all. Please like, subscribe, share. Make sure y'all watch wrestling. Make sure y'all watch E-Feds. This is the Hired Gun, or the Hired Gun podcast. God bless. Love y'all. I'm out.